Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can win in Season 5 very easily, and why Season 5 is a pretty easy season to win. In my opinion, is the easiest season to win. And I'm going to be explaining all that and give you guys some tips on how you can improve your game and win a lot more of your Season 5 games. I've been crushing in Season 5. I've been winning a ton of games, and I want to help you guys out win a lot more games too, and explain why this season is pretty easy to win a game, and go into all the reasons for that. And before we get into the video, if you guys could, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn on my post notifications to get notified every single new video. And alright guys, let's get into the video. Alright, so to start off, I want to be talking about Season 5. And in Season 5, there was two major changes to the game. And the first one you guys already know is the shotgun change. And what they did is they made, the switching of it. You can't double pump anymore. You can't double shotgun. They made a delay in between the shots. So that's really important to factor in. And the other really important change that, a lot of people, haven't talked about as much is the circle change at the very end of the game, right? So at the very end of the game, for those of you guys who don't know, at the end of the game, the last circle is outside of the map. At the very end of the gameplay, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about because it comes down to the final circle. But the final circle, it is outside of the map, and which it is supposed to promote. What the developer said, it's supposed to promote faster end games. It's supposed to make people fight faster. But in reality, it's honestly trash. And it's a horrible idea, and it makes people camp harder. So I don't know, exactly what they were thinking, but it did the complete opposite of what they were trying to do, and it makes it really hard, to play solo squads, solo duos. I mean, I don't even know how people play solo squads anymore with all the, the shotgun nerfs and all the nerfs here and there. I don't know who anybody can play solo squads, if I'm being completely honest. But with that being said, I want to give you some tips for the very end game when it comes down to that final circle, and what you can do and how you can play it. So when it comes down to the final circle, like I said, the circle is out of the map, and basically the final circle, it's just as fast as you are, right? So unless you're constantly sprinting, the storm is going to be in front of you. I think you're slightly faster than the circle, but that doesn't change much. If you're not, sprinting, towards the, where that circle is ending, you're going to get caught by the storm, and it does 10 damage. Each tick is 10 damage, so you cannot get caught in that storm, or you're going to lose a lot of health, and a lot of health really fast. So at the end of the game, it's really important that you position yourself in a way so at the very end of the game, you're not, trying to scramble to get out of the storm. You're already set up. Because I've died, a few times this season, and it was actually pretty frustrating. I died a few times this season from the end circle, pretty much, completely, cucking me and, absolutely destroying me at the very end. So always try to position yourself. So at the very end game, where the last circle is, you want to be as close to that as you possibly can. And if you're and the other people in your game that are not close to there, you're gonna have a huge advantage because, like I said, the circles comes really fast. Unless they're constantly sprinting, they're gonna get caught by the storm. So you're gonna be able to get a lot of easy kills just picking them off coming out of the storm. So the end game, that is a huge change to Fortnite and is really not talked about a lot. And playing that right is so important. Next, I want to talk about why specifically Season 5 is the easiest season to win. And to start off, it is the beginning of the season, and I'm going to explain exactly why this season is the easiest to win. So to start off, the challenges that are coming out. So it's week 1, everybody's trying to get challenges. The skins are pretty cool this year. The battle pass is really good. So a lot of people are going for challenges, which means that a lot of people aren't going to be landing in those high kill areas, with a lot of loot. Say like Tilted Towers, Salty Springs, Retail Row. There's still going to be people landing there, but very few. And people are going to be trying to, get to these new locations as well. And with the challenges going on, and everybody's just going to be all over the place. And what that means is in these high loot areas like Tilted Towers, there's not going to be as many people, so it's going to be a lot easier to get a lot of loot, because in those high loot areas and the high kill areas, there's not going to be a lot of people. Because I've gone Tilted Towers a few times this season, and trust me, the most people I've ever seen there is probably 3 in solos. Like, there's barely anybody, and there's a ton of loot in Tilted. So I would walk out of Tilted, a couple people would fight. I'd walk out of Tilted with maybe like 2 kills every single time this season, if I were to rush. And I would be completely maxed out. And in this game right here, I walked out of Salty with like 3 minis, a big shield, and 200 health. Like, I was completely stacked, really good guns. And, that's what I'm talking about when it is, easiest season to win. You're going to be walking out of, these high loot areas with a lot of shield and a lot of loot. Because all these people are going to be going to the new areas, checking them out. They're going to be doing challenges to get their battle pass. And that's why I found this season, as of any other season, maybe in a few weeks it'll change, but it has been so difficult to get a high kill game, because I don't even know where to land. Like I said, Tilted Towers was the place to go for high kills, and now, like I said, there's only like 3 people who go there, so I have no idea where to go. Maybe one of these new locations, if I go to, I don't remember the name of the place, but where Moistumire used to be, and then I can go to Retail or Salty. But honestly, I don't know where to go for these high kill games in Season 5. Like, I find it really difficult because everyone's spread out, everybody's doing challenges, and at the same time, it makes it a lot easier to win the games, but at the cost, you're not going to be as many kills. And honestly, most of my games in Season 5 have been, 8 to 10 kills tops. I've had maybe one game over 12 kills, but that was it. I haven't gotten many high kill games, and I really want to post some high kill games, but I can't get them. So I'm gonna keep focusing on tips and tricks to win more games, because I can't get high kill games. Everyone's spread out, but I am winning a ton of games of Fortnite, so I have a ton of wins and a ton of content on wins. I'm not sure why yet, but the SMG, the blue suppressed I was using earlier in this game, and I still have it, it is absolutely a melt and completely overpowered, arguably one of the best, if not the best gun in the game. And that's another tip for you guys, is I would practice getting good with the SMGs, because the SMGs right now, in my opinion, are the dominant close range weapons over the shotguns, because the best combo to use is a pump and an SMG, and shotgun SMG. You can't use 2 shotguns anymore, and a lot of people are not running the SMGs, and the SMGs are I don't know why, but I feel like they're underutilized, and they're really, really good in this game. They got buffed, right at the end of Season 4, so they are extremely overpowered weapons. And if you can get, one shot off with the shotgun and then pull out an SMG, you're gonna, completely dominate people. And if you just use the SMG alone, the blue SMG, the blue suppressed SMG, is absolutely a monster at close range. It will absolutely shred people. It does like 48 in the head and 24 in the body. So 5 shots and they're already at 100 health. And you know how fast the SMG shoots. Like, it shoots insanely fast. It is, a god gun. It is a absolute beast. If you really want to dominate in Season 5 and get the easiest wins you can, definitely start using the SMG and get really, really good with the SMG, because that is the go-to in Fortnite. That is pretty much the meta, other than, C4 and, LMGs, miniguns, because those are completely overpowered too, and they will absolutely shred you. You have to be really careful for C4, because, as of now, C4 is probably, the one thing I've died to the most this season is explosives. And that is an absolute fact. Explosives just absolutely destroy you, instantly. C4 in this game. C4, it does like 70 plus damage, 70 to 90 damage if it hits you, and it's pretty insane. You can be in like a 1x1 rate, but if they throw one C4 on one wall and one on the other, when they detonate it, it doesn't matter if there's walls around you. It's still gonna hit you somehow. I don't know how that works, because I had this one game where I had a wall, and this dude threw like 2 clingers at my wall, and it still blew me up. Like, I don't know how it worked, because I had a wall right in front of me, but it still blew me up. And that's the way it is with explosives, because explosives, they're pretty unpredictable. Like, you can get tagged, and like, look at this SMG right here, absolutely destroyed him right there. But with the C4 and explosives, honestly, I would pick up C4. It's completely, absolutely a monster and overpowered. It is really, really petty, and I wouldn't, recommend it if you're trying to, get good at the game. But if you're just trying to get some easy wins, pick up some C4, and every time someone tries to run up on you with building, just chuck the C4 and blow them up, bro. Just destroy their building. Like, no build fights allowed. Like, this is a no build fight zone. Just throw some C4 at them. Like, just do whatever you want, right? Just destroy their building. No build fights allowed. Just keep throwing C4, throw explosives. And see right here, as you can see, the circle is outside the map, and it moves very quickly. The storm hasn't come in yet. It'll come in a minute, and you'll see exactly how fast the storm is and how powerful it is. Right now, I noticed the storm's going to be coming in soon, so I'm not going to rush this guy. I'm going to wait. I'm going to play the circle, because I know the storm does 10 damage, and it moves very fast. So the end game, rather than going for the kill, honestly, try to play the circle as hard as you can, because that is going to be your best bet. Like, don't even worry about the kill. Get in position, because you see the storm's going to be pushing us together, and there's not much we can do, because we know the storm does 10 damage, right? So the storm does a ton of damage. I'm just trying not to get touched by the storm, so I'm trying to push the circle as hard as I can while not getting shot by that guy. And I see him down here, so I said, screw it, I'm going to go for the kill on this guy. This dude just stares at me with this, grenade launcher with his noob tube, and he's just looking at me, and I was like, alright, I'll take a free shot. So I get the kill on him. That was probably the easiest kill of the game on the last guy, right there in that moment. So I won the game with 10 kills. It wasn't the highest kill game I wanted, but like I said, Go out and get as many wins as you possibly can while people are still going to the new areas and doing challenges. So the high loot areas are pretty unpopulated, and get yourself stacked. If you guys are looking for even more tips, check out a video I made just a few days ago. It's really good. It's going to help you guys out get even more wins in Season 5. So make sure you check that video out if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you did, smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to turn on my post notifications to get notified every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.